The first full trailer for The Martian is out. I'm sad that it took a few days for me to get to it. The Martian is directed by Ridley Scott and stars Matt Damon. It's an adaptation of a novel by the same name written by Anthony Weir. The Martian tells the story of Mark Watney. He's an astronaut on a human mission to Mars who, after a bad storm, gets left for dead by his crew. They don't know that he survived. It tells how he survives and eventually reestablishes contact with his crew. Ridley Scott has 3 nominations for director for Academy Awards. He hasn't won any of them, but his movies have 32 nominations and they've won 9 Oscars. 5 of those were just for Gladiator. The writer of the book, Anthony Weir, he spent a long time researching details to make sure that he could get right everything that he could. The movie, even more so. Ridley Scott worked closely with NASA, went to NASA facilities, looked at actual NASA tech to make sure that this is as realistic as he can make it. Granted, there's always going to be some stretching of the truth as far as the science fiction aspect of a movie like this. It's really been great to me. We've had science fiction movies in the last few years that have been very closely anchored in the realm of realistic science. You have Gravity, that was almost exclusively tech that exists currently. You had Interstellar, that although the technology is more advanced than anything that we have now, the modeling that they did for how the universe works, the black hole, all of that stuff was as spot on as is humanly possible given our understanding of the universe. So much so that out of all of the simulation data, there are actually 2 papers that are being produced right now for release in peer-reviewed journals based on the data from the simulations that they did. I love sci-fi, and having science fiction movies that are not distant future and grounded in the world as we know it and as we expect it to be in the next 20 years, it's an amazing thing for me. It does so much more to get me interested in this type of movie that could go either way. If it was too cartoony, you'd end up with Supernova, which was not great. Now, Matt Damon is absolutely another one of the actors that I feel would be a great choice for carrying a movie. And to my understanding, I haven't read the book, take that with a grain of salt, but to my understanding, there's a huge part of this movie where he's alone, by himself. It's just him trying to survive on the planet, and he's one of the few actors that I think could carry a movie like that. Funny side thought, because that's just how my brain works. We've got Leonardo DiCaprio, who's got The Revenant coming out. We got Matt Damon, who has The Martian, and we have Ben Affleck, who's Batman. I feel like I'm in the early 2000s. Like, those 3 names are the big names in the movies that are coming out now. Anyway, that's just connections that get made in my brain as I'm doing this stuff. The Martian opens October 2nd, 2015. So I'm expecting that there'll be at least one more trailer between now and then. It's going to be interesting to see what they do to hype the movie between now and then. It's actually coming out in the same release spot that Gravity had and rode to, huge success a couple of years ago. So we'll see how that goes. Are you as excited to see The Martian as I am? Let me know in the comments below. As always, thank you for watching. Like if you like. Subscribe if you want to see all of my videos.